Hello and welcome back to freeCodeCamp's Basic Javascript section. This is comparison with the greater than operator. It says the greater than operator compares the values of two numbers. If the number to the left is greater than the number to the right, it returns true. Otherwise, it returns false. Like the equality operator, greater than operator will convert data types of value while comparing. So this is 5 is greater than 3, that is true. 7 greater than the string 3 is also true. 2 greater than 3 is false. The string 1 is greater than 9 would be false. Add the greater than operator to the indicated line so that the return statement makes sense. So val over 100 would be val greater than 100. Then if over 10, that would be if val is greater than 10, we'll return over 10, and then this would just return 10 or under. Change this value to test. We do get 10 or under. If we do 11, we get over 10. If we do 110, it's over 100. So we should pass this. We did a pass. Comparison with the greater than or equal to operator. The greater than or equal to operator compares the values of two numbers. If the number to the left is greater than or equal to the number to the right, it returns true, otherwise it returns false. Like the equality operator, greater than or equal to operator will convert data types while comparing. Example, 6 greater than or equal to 6 would be true, because 6 is equal to 6. 7 is greater than or equal to the string 3 would be true. 2 greater than or equal to 3 would be false. The string 7 greater than or equal to 9 would be false. Add the greater than or equal to operator to the indicated line so that the return statements make sense. If val greater than or equal to 20, it will return 20 or over. Here, greater than or equal to 10, and that should work the same way. Console log it. Right now, if we do 20, we do get 20 or over. Versus if this wasn't there, it would be 10 or over. So that includes the 20. Run test. We did a pass. Comparison with the less than operator. The less than operator compares the values of two numbers. If the number to the left is less than the number to the right, it returns true, otherwise it returns false. Like the equality operator, less than operator converts data types while comparing. Examples, we have 2 less than 5, that is true. The string 3 is less than 7 is true. 5 less than 5, false, since they're the same. 3 less than 2 is false. And the string 8 is less than 4 is false. Add the less than operator to the indicated line so that the return statements make sense. So now we're just flipping it this way. If the value passed in is less than 25, return under 25. If val is less than 55, return 55. We can do the same thing and you guys will see that it works. If we do 20, it's under 25. If we do 25, it'll do under 55. 26 under 55, 56, 55 or over. Run test, pass, go to the next one. Comparison with the less than or equal to operator. The less than or equal to operator compares the values of two numbers. If the number to the left is less than or equal to the number to the right, it returns true. If the number on the left is greater than the number on the right, it returns false. Like the equality operator, less than or equal to converts data type. Here it is. 4 less than or equal to 5, true. The string 7 is less than or equal to 7, true. 5 less than or equal to 5, true. 3 less than or equal to 2 would be false. And the string 8 less than or equal to 4 would also be false. Add the less than or equal to operator to the indicated line so that the return statements make sense. Now we're just flipping them this way. If the value passed in is less than or equal to 12, and then if the value is less than or equal to 24, return this. So now it should work the same as our other one. Console.log smaller than or equal to 12. If we do 100, more than 24. Let's run test. We did pass. Comparison with the logical AND operator. Sometimes you will need to test more than one thing at a time. The logical AND operator returns true if and only if the operands to the left and right of it are true. So let's explain that. The same effect could be achieved by nesting an if statement inside another if statement. So we would say if num is greater than 5, then we go in here. We say if num is less than 10, return yes. So if num is greater than 5 but less than 10, so basically 6, 7, 8, or 9, return yes. If it's not those numbers, then it will return no. This will only return yes if num is greater than 5 and less than 10. The same logic can be written as, this is using the AND operator. It's a lot cleaner, so we don't have to nest an if statement within another if statement. We can just put them in the same if statement. We say if num is greater than 5 and num is less than 10, return yes. Else returns no. So combine the two if statements into one statement, which will return yes if val is less than or equal to 50 and greater than or equal to 25. So we can do similar to what they did there and erase that. And we say if val is less than or equal to 50 and val is greater than or equal to 25. So if both these are true, then we want to return yes, otherwise it will return no. And I know the order looks kind of weird here, but it should work regardless if this is on the left side and this is on the right, because both need to be true in order to run. And we did pass. Go to the next one. Comparison with the logical OR operator. The logical OR operator returns true if either of the operands is true. Otherwise, it returns false. So it's different than AND because both our conditions need to be true for the code to run, versus here, only one of them need to be true. The logical OR operator is composed of two pipe symbols. That's the pipe symbol. We use two of them. This can typically be found between your backspace and enter keys. The pattern below should look familiar from prior waypoint. If num is greater than 10, return no. If num is less than 5, return no. Otherwise, it's going to return yes. This will return yes only if num is between 5 and 10, 5 and 10 included. The same logic can be written as if num is greater than 10 or num is less than 5, return no. Otherwise, it's going to return yes. So combine two if statements into one statement, which returns outside if val is not between 10 and 20, inclusive. Otherwise, return inside. So we can erase this second one, and within here, do if val is less than or equal to 10, or val is greater than or equal to 20, it should return outside, otherwise return inside. We haven't been testing any of these, but they should be working. 10 is inside, 1 would be outside, and we can go ahead and run test. So it should return outside if val is not between 10 and 20. Inclusive means including. So I'm wondering if this inclusive thing, because it says val is not between 10 and 20. Let's just try it without 20, and we did pass it. So this is actually, I think the logic on it is could be convoluted, but we basically did return if val is not between 10 and 20. So if it's like 21, it should return outside. If it's 9, it should return outside. If it's anything between 10 and 20, then it will return inside. Yeah, as long as you guys are understanding this OR symbol, don't worry too much about this challenge. It's not like the best challenge I've seen. But as long as you understand that the OR statement allows us to compare two values, and as long as one of those values returns true, then it'll run the code inside. That's the big takeaway from here. So I will go ahead and end this video here. Make sure to practice all the things we went over. We learned about the greater than operator, the less than operator, greater than equal to, and less than equal to, and also the and or operators. Make sure to go back and do the lessons over a couple times till the concepts stick, and make sure to share, like if you find these videos helpful, and I'll see you in the next lesson.